Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna work on yet another beaded component. Last time I think we did this beaded bead. I think I called it cosmic beaded bead. I think today we're gonna work on this. It's just a beaded component, but it's so gorgeous. However you look at it, it's so cute. What shall we call it? And because I'm running out of ideas, I'm just gonna call it cosmic light. Okay, this is gonna be our cosmic light charm. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it yet because I think I just did it yesterday and I want to make a tutorial before I forget the steps. But I can imagine that as being a lid top. So I'm thinking just because of this, maybe I will do like a tutorial where, I don't know, we will cover some plastic container or some container with beads or something and put it as a top of the lid. I don't know, it might be something else, whatever it is. If you have ideas, leave them in the comments section and I'll make sure to check them out and see what I can do with it. Okay, so let's get the materials ready for this. In the middle, I used a big bead. I used 18mm bead. This one's just from my recycling tutorials, so any 18mm bead will do. I don't know when you are watching this video, but I'm planning to open my shop. So if it's open, if the lockdown is done, I probably have this kind of beads there, so go ahead and check it out. If it's still locked down, I'm probably still shut, so I don't know. You know, it's worth checking it out. So you're gonna need one of these, and then I used a lot of different beads here, but I tried to stick to 3 colors because I think if you use more than 3 colors, you know, things get a bit too much. So I used 11O delicas, so I'm gonna be using turquoise today. I used silver here. You're gonna need 15O seed beads. I'm gonna use this amethyst color, 15O. I think it's Miyuki, but I can't be too sure because it doesn't have a tag. It's from my recycling or from my countless bead holes I do. And you're gonna need some fire polish, 3mm fire polish, so I decided to use silver. So these are the 3 colors I'll be mixing today. Then after fire polish, I'm using again delicas, and then I need a bit of 11Os. I used Toho here, so I'm gonna use Toho as well. So I decided to use lavender to match my amethyst. And then again it's Miyuki's, delicas, again 15Os, and on top I need 2 8mm beads, 8mm round beads. So I used Czech pearls, and today again I'm gonna use Czech pearls to match my fire polished silver beads. So these are the 3 colors I'm using: turquoise, sort of lavender, sort of silver. So that's all the beads you need. Then you're gonna need a stop bead, you're gonna need scissors to cut the thread, beading needle. I'm gonna be using size 11 because I'll be using 15Os. You know, you might have to go through them a couple times, so I don't want to be stuck with 10. And you're gonna need thread. I'm gonna be using this huge spool of Nymo. This is size B. So I'm gonna thread my needle with 3 yards. You're gonna need 3 yards for this charm. If you're not comfortable with long length, take as much as you need because this is mostly peyote, so it's very easy to add and get rid of the tails in peyote. So you can always add if you need extra. So I'm gonna thread my needle and we'll get to work. So I thread my needle with 3 yards. I'm gonna take my stop bead and I'm gonna take it right to the middle of the 3 yards. So all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna find both tails. Okay, I found both tails, and I'm just gonna make sure that that stop bead is in the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it in the middle, take the thread end that has the needle in it, take the bead, take it through the stop bead one more time, and I'm gonna do it one more time. The reason I put the stop bead in the middle is because our cosmic light charm is identical on both sides. So basically, with one side of the thread we'll be working one way, with the other towards the other way. So we're gonna start with the middle. I'm gonna be constantly showing you one side and tell you to repeat the other side. So that way, you know, I don't have to spend ages trying to explain both directions. So first thing first, pick up 44 delicas. So I picked up 44 delicas. Make sure it's 44, not 42, not 43, not 45. If it's different number, you'll end up getting confused because your bead won't be settling into places. So 44 delicas, I'm gonna drop it down to my stop bead. And then I'm gonna turn it into a circle by going through the first couple of beads here. Pull my needle through. So I have a circle. And now I'm gonna take my thread to this 18 mm bead. And then from where I am, I'm gonna count 22 beads and take my needle through the 23rd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And just go through a couple beads. Take my needle through. And basically, we are putting that big bead in the middle. And now to try to get rid of that wonkiness, I'm gonna continue taking it through the beads until I pass the stop bead. Okay, so I passed the stop bead. And then once I do that, I can pull my needle nice and tight. Just don't worry, just pull it tight. And you have this. And from here it gets really easy with just the payout. So here I'm just gonna move a couple beads further down. I like working in this direction. Like I like working, I don't know why when I'm working circular, I like working downwards rather than upwards. So I have my thread going down. I'm gonna pick up one Delica, see where my thread is. I'm gonna skip one bead and then go through the next one down. And try to fix my beads that the bead I added sits next to the previous one. Pick up one bead, see where my thread is. I'm gonna skip one and then go down the next one. Okay, pick up a Delica where my thread is, skip one bead, go down the next one. It looks a bit wonky, but don't worry about it in the beginning. So pick up one Delica, see where my thread is, always skip one bead. See, it's coming out of this bead. I'm gonna skip one and then go down one bead. And then if I just pull my thread, you'll see those beads settle next to each other, looking like a payout. It will be fixed with next row going on, but don't worry if it's a bit wonky right now. Pick up Delica, see where thread is, I skip one bead and then go down the next one. Pick up one Delica, see where it is, skip one bead, go down the next one. And continue like that until you circle the whole thing. So I'm getting close to the end of the circle, but I'm passing the stop bead, so I wanted to do it with you so you don't get confused. Pick up one Delica, see where my thread is. You just continue as it is. Your thread's coming out of this bead, you skip one and then go through the next one. Don't think you're doing something wrong if it looks wonky. First row always looks wonky. From the next one on, it will all settle in place. Pick up one Delica, skip one bead, go through the next one. Pick up one Delica, skip one bead, go through the next one. Pick up one Delica, skip one bead, go through the next one. And here we're gonna add the last row. See, we're almost finished. Last bead. Pick up one Delica, skip one bead and then go through the last one. And what you do here, you step up, going through next Delica upwards. So we added one row of peyote. We're gonna go ahead and add the second one to straighten up this peyote. So pick up one Delica. All you do now is go through the sticking out beads. Go through the next sticking out bead. See? Pick up Delica. Go through the next sticking out bead. Pick up Delica. Go through the next sticking out bead. See how it's turning out? Pick up Delica. Go through the next sticking out bead. And continue like that the whole circle. So I'm almost done with the second row. So I'm gonna pick up one Delica, go through the next sticking out bead, one Delica, go through the next sticking out bead, and last Delica in this row. See where my thread is? You go through the last sticking out bead, and then you step up. See where my thread is? By going up the next Delica. So we added 2 rows of peyote with delicas. Now we continue doing the same thing, but this time we're gonna use 15-0s. So we have to add 2 rows of peyote with 15-0s. So here I am. I'm gonna pick up one 15-0, go through the next Delica. One 15-0, go through the next Delica. One 15-0, go through the next Delica. And all the way around. So I'm almost there. I just have a couple of 15-0s to add in this row. Go through the sticking out Delica. And the last one. Last 15-0, go through the last sticking out Delica. And then you have to step up by going through the next 15-0 up. Pull your thread nice and tight, and then add one more row of peyote with 15-0s. Pick up one 15-0, go through the next sticking out 15-0. Pick up one 15-0, go through the next sticking out 15-0. And all the way around. And I'm almost done with this row as well. Pick up 15-0, go through the next sticking out 15-0. Pick up 15-0, go through the next sticking out 15-0. And then the last one, 15-0, go through the last sticking out 15-0. And then step up to the 15-0 in the next row. Now, before we continue any further down this line, go ahead, remove this top bead, thread this needle, repeat the same thing we did here. Basically, you add 4 rows of peyote on this side, first 2 with delicas, and the remaining 2 with 15-0s. And then once you have that, we'll continue. And now that I have both sides similar, look, it's time to get down to business. Our beadwork is nice and snug around that big bead now. So what I do from now to finish, you will have to repeat on the other side. So I'm going to show you one side. From now, what I start, you do the same thing on the other side. So first thing first, I decided to change my 11-0 because this one I think is too light compared to that 15-0. So I'm gonna be using this one, and this is called 85 11-0 Toho. Anyways, what we do is, I think I need to zoom in a bit more for this part. I will pick up 5 15-0s, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. And see where my thread's coming out of? I'm not gonna go through the next sticking out bead. I'm gonna skip one and then take it through the next one. See where my thread's coming out of the sticking out bead. I'm gonna skip one and then go through the next. And you'll have this on top. Again, 5 50 nose, 2, 3, 4, 5. See where my thread is? I'm gonna skip one and go through the next. That's how it is. Pick up 5 50 nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See where my thread is? Skip one sticking out bead, go through the next. 5 50 nose. Skip one sticking out bead, go through the next. 5 50 nose. Skip one sticking out bead, go through the next. Five 50 nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip one sticking out bead, go through the next. And repeat it around the whole circle. I just have a couple more to go. 5 50 nose, see where my thread is, skip one sticking out bead, go through the next, and the last one. 5 50 nose, see where my thread is, skip one, and we are going through the first 50 node that our thread was actually coming out of. And now I have to take my thread up. See this arches we added? I have to go to the top bead. We added 5 beads, so I have to go to the third one. So I'm just gonna go up through the 50 nodes we added and come out of the top 50 now. I'm gonna pick up one 3mm fire polish and then go through the next top bead. See where my thread is? I'm gonna find the middle bead of the next arch and take my needle through. Pick up another fire polish. See where my thread is? I'm gonna take it through the top bead of the next arch. Pick up another fire polish. Go through the top bead of the next arch. Pick up fire polish. Through the top bead of the next arch. And we just keep on repeating until we cover the whole circle. And the last one, we take through the same bead our thread's coming out of right before the first fire polish there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through the next fire polish, next 50 no, and then next fire polish. Then here, I'm gonna pull my thread nice and tight, and look. This is what you have. Looks like a crown, doesn't it? And now what we do from now on, pull your thread nice and tight. Pick up one Delica, go through the next fire polish. Pick up one Delica, go through the next fire polish. Pick up one Delica, go through the next fire polish. Pick up one Delica, go through the next fire polish, and all around. And the last one. So when I add the last Delica, I'm gonna go through the fire polish and come out of the Delica. Now we're gonna add one more Delica on top of each Delica with ladder stitch. I'm gonna pick up one Delica. I'm gonna go back through the same Delica my thread's coming out of and through the next fire polish. And just fix that bead to settle on top of the previous Delica with ladder stitch. Now go through the next Delica. Pick up a Delica, go through the same Delica through the other side, go through the fire polish, and if you can manage, through the next Delica. Fix that Delica so it stays straight. Pick up a Delica, go through the same Delica through the other side, through the fire polish, and through the next Delica. And let that bead settle on top. And repeat it all around. And the last one, through the Delica, and all the way to the other Delica. Fix it. And now, see where my thread is? I'm gonna go up through the next Delica. And then I need my 11/0 Tohos. I'm gonna pick up one 11/0 Toho and then go through the next top Delica. Pick up a Toho, go through the next top Delica. Delica, go through the next top, well, Toho through the next top Delica, Toho, go through the next top, no Toho, go through the next top Delica, and all around. And we are almost around. I'm gonna pick up the last 11 Toho, go through the Delica and through the next Toho. And then here pull your thread nice and tight. That will bring all those inwards. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and skip one more Delica and through another 11 Toho. Okay. Well, maybe a couple more to make it a bit more sturdier. Just make sure you're coming out of the Toho once you're done reinforcing a bit. Here we are. And then I'm gonna add another layer of 11 Tohos with payout stitch. I'm gonna pick up one 11 Toho, see where my thread is. I'm gonna go through the next Toho. Pick up 11 Toho, go through the next Toho. I know it's a bit dark, but it's pretty easy what I'm doing. Pick up a Toho, go through the next. Pick up a Toho, go through the next. It will feel like that you are trying to squeeze in the beads, but that's what it's supposed to feel like. That will lift up our beadwork and will let us add the other 8 beads. So don't worry if it feels tight. It's supposed to be like that. Two more to go. And the last one. So my thread is, go through the last Toho here in between the delicas. That should become really tight in there. And then I'm gonna step up to the next Toho in the upper row. And because we have that base of the payout now, I'm gonna add another row of payout with delicas. So I'm gonna pick up a delica, see where my thread is. I'm gonna go through the next sticking out Toho. Pick up a delica, go through the next sticking out Toho. Pick up a delica, go through the next sticking out Toho. Pick up a delica, go through the next, and all around. go through the last sticking out toho, and then step up to the Delica. And we have to add 2 more rows of period with Delica. So through the sticking out bead, Delica, through the sticking out bead, Delica, through the sticking out bead, and all around. The last Delica in this row. So my thread is, go through the last sticking out and step up. So you have 2 rows of period with Delica. We need to add 1 more. Delica through the next sticking out bead, Delica, go through the next, and all around. Almost there. And the last one. See where my thread is, go through the last sticking out bead, and then step up to the next row. And now here we add our pearl. Well, whatever 8mm bead you are using. I'm using a pearl. Okay, so I'm going to pick up my pearl. Take my needle through. And now I'm just going to let it rest in there, in between, and pull my thread so I know where the opposite is. And then I'm going to take my needle, see where the thread is, I'm going to go through the top bead there. And then I'm going to take it back through the pearl. And then through another Delica here. And now I'm coming out of a sticking out Delica. I'm going to add 1 more row of period with Delica. I'm going to pick up a Delica, see where my thread is, go through the next sticking out bead. Pick up a Delica, go through the next sticking out bead, pick up a Delica, go through the next, and all around. It's mainly to cover up the holes. See, it has the holes, and kind of bring it around the pearl as well, the beadwork, to have a clean finish. So if your pearl doesn't really have a nice hole, you know, depending on what kind of coating it does have, doesn't matter, it's gonna get covered up. So it's the last bead in this row. Go through the sticking out bead here, and then step up to the next bead up, and then I'm gonna add 2 rows of peyote with 15-0s. So I'm gonna pick up a 15-0, go all around with peyote. So basically adding 15-0 between the sticking out beads. Pull your thread nice and tight so it's snug around your bead. And then last sticking out Delica, step up to the next 15-0. Now here you have a choice either to stop or you can add 1 more row of 15-0s, but I added 2 rows of 15-0s on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. You can stop here if you want. Pick up 15-0, go through the next sticking out 15-0. 15-0, go through the next. I thought all these colors would look nice together, but it doesn't look too exciting to me at this time. Maybe when it's finished. And through the last sticking out bit here. Here I don't need to step up. I'm just gonna pull my thread nice and tight, and I'm gonna make my way down through the beads. Pull it nice and tight every single time I go through beads. And basically I can just get rid of the tail here somewhere. That's it. One side is done. So whatever we did, you just repeat on the other side. You start with the point where we started making arches with 5 15-0s and just repeat everything. And that's it, guys. If you repeated the same thing from the other side, you just get identical sides, and that's it. I'm not too excited about the colors here. I think I should have changed silver colors to something really bright, maybe like yellow or something. But it's okay, it does the job. I explained you how you can do it, and it's up to you what colors to use. But isn't it gorgeous? So let me know what you want me to do with this, guys. If you have any ideas, make sure to leave them in the comments section and I'll see what I can do. So that's it, guys. Make sure to check out the description box. There will be a link to my Facebook group. There will be a link to my Facebook page. There will be a link to my online shop if it's open. I have no idea what's going on in the world at this time when you are watching this video, but currently it's locked down, so I don't want to be going to post office right now. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.